Hello and welcome to the channel. So I have picked up another old Suzuki Quad. Same story as a couple I picked up a few weeks ago. Got them from the same guy. They've been sitting for 20 plus years. I, I don't know why I ended up with another one of these old quads, but nonetheless, I have it. It's here. We're going to go ahead and just go through it quick, try to get it running. Hopefully, no major issues. We get it running, and I'm going to move on from it. Just find a new owner for it and get it gone. Really not expecting any issues with it. It looks pretty decent. There's a little bit of brake work that needs to be done. Clean it up, clean the carb, go through. Engine had some work done to it to kind of soup it up a little bit, so to speak. So that should be fun once we get that running to see how that goes. But this is an all sport quad. It's the 230 Quad Sport, where the other 230 I had was more of a sport utility. This one is strictly sport, so it's something I'm not interested in. So I'm just going to move on, sell it, hopefully make a couple bucks from it, and keep me from working on my other projects. Basically, what it's going to come down to. So let's get started on it. Like and comment below, please. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you. Okay, so we'll do a quick walk around just to give you an idea of the overall condition. It's pretty decent. It's plastics are all good. It's an aftermarket mirror kit. Dirty, needs to be cleaned up. We'll get that taken care of once we start in on it. We'll get it cleaned up. Seat's in nice shape, just dirty. Plastic again is pretty solid. Engine is it's tuned up a little bit. It's supposed to be like he did hair scrambles with this, so it is tuned up a little bit. Front brakes need some work. You can see the calipers just hanging there. I do have some other parts that he gave me, came with it, so we're gonna try to get into this for as little investment as we can, and hopefully get it out the door, get it onto its next owner, and somebody else can enjoy it. I really don't have a use for this for what I'm doing. This is not something that I want to run around on. But there you go. So dirty, get her cleaned up, and see what we got. All right, so we got it all cleaned up. We're gonna go ahead and get the carburetor off. Probably go through the fuel tank, just flush it out. And before I do anything else to it, I'm gonna make sure it'll run, fire up and run. Needs some brake work. Both brake handles are bad. Twist throttle needs some work too, but first thing I'm gonna do is get that carb off, get it cleaned up, and we'll go from there. I did put a little bit of oil down the cylinder just to kind of ease that into moving up and down. This has a kickstart on it, so I did move that a little bit just to make sure everything's freed up a little bit. I actually had it soaking when I first got it. It's been a couple days since I've worked on it, so we'll go ahead and get the carburetor off and see if it'll fire up. All right, so yeah, this one is pretty bad. The fuel smells like turpentine. I don't even know. This is caked up pretty bad. Float's completely stuck. Oh man, it's rough. This is this is pretty bad. I've seen some bad ones. But I don't know, this is completely blocked, all these jets. No wonder the slide was the way it was. So we'll get this in the cleaner. I'm probably going to put it in as is, try to loosen things up, and then I'll disassemble the rest of it. I think that's a better option right now. All right. I don't know that I've ever seen one this bad. I take back what I said earlier. This is pretty bad. I broke my microphone, um, but we're gonna keep on going here, and hopefully this audio is okay. But the build up on this is quite remarkable. You can see it's coming off in pieces. There's a layer of buildup on there it's quite a bit. So I'm gonna have to really go all out with this one, even if I get to save it, which I think I will. It's just gonna take a little bit. I already ran it through twice, but I need something a little bit heavier duty to kind of break this down, and more of a solvent based material. What I have in the ultrasonic cleaner is basically hot water with Dawn dish soap, and it does a really good job normally, but something like this is petroleum based, old gasoline in here, and I'm gonna have to use some kind of a solvent to get this off. So we're gonna keep working at it. I'm gonna take as much off as I can and then soak it some more, and probably soak it overnight, maybe 2 nights, 3 nights, whatever it takes, and then we'll get back at it. But I just wanted to show everyone that this one's pretty bad. I mean, look at that stuff. It's crazy. All right, back at it. All right, so we got our final cleaning in. I think we did pretty good considering how bad this was. It turned out pretty good. I'm happy with the way it is. We're gonna work on getting it reassembled. Pretty clean. No major issues with it, except some of the internals we still got to take care of. The main jet, we got to make sure that's cleaned up a little bit better. The pilot jet, we're going to do the same thing with that. I have these small little cleaners and wire brush ends that we'll run through everything, make sure they're good. Couple of these things I might replace depending on what I have. I do have some parts left over from an old kit and another carburetor, as I had mentioned earlier. So I think I'll replace some of this. This main jet, I think, is a different size because this engine was built up a little bit. So I haven't checked that yet, but we'll go ahead and get through all that and then get it on there, and hopefully this quad will start and run and I can move on to something else. Okay, so we got the carburetor back on, got some new fuel in here, new gas. Blew the cylinder out. I had sprayed that up, let it soak a little bit. I cleaned that out, new plug, and I think we're good to go. I did spray a little bit of starting fluid in the cylinder just to kind of give it a jump start here, but let's see what we get. I may put it on the ground before I get hurt. Whoa. Yeah, there's a kill switch on this. Let me get that squared away. That needs to be pushed in. I don't know if this is going to do it.
temporarily. Yeah, that might work. I'll probably disable that, but just to see what we get. I'm gonna have to get this on the ground. The choke lever is broke on this too, so I'm gonna try to get that fixed. Give us a couple more tries here, and then I didn't really check for spark, so we will check that next. Whoa! All right, that's a good sign. There we go. There's some acorns in the muffler. Hope none of those get back up in there. Sweet. All right. I'm going to put some more fuel in there and move it out. Let it run a little bit, see what we got. Good deal. Got it all back together, cleaned up, runs great, lots of power. You know, this is a really nice older quad. Hard to find this solid. Overall, really happy with how it turned out. It's all ready to go. So thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you.